What is going on, everyone? My name is John Fleischman and welcome back to another video. Today we will be covering the top 10 most common wedding mistakes for photographers and filmmakers. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Welcome home. On this channel I cover all kinds of wedding photography tips. Make sure you like and subscribe, hit that bell for notifications on future videos, and without further ado, let's get into it. Wedding photography and filmmaking can be really challenging, time-consuming, and pretty difficult from time to time. It's really high pressure, and even the most experienced photographers and filmmakers have definitely made these mistakes. Common mistake number 1, not understanding what the couple wants. Failing to communicate with a couple and understand what they want and what they don't want, which includes specific shots, style, and other priorities, can lead to massive disappointment in the final results. So make sure you communicate with them, make sure you talk to them about if they have specific shots that they want, if they have a certain style that they like, any certain poses that they might want. Cover all of that stuff. There's not enough questions that can be asked when it comes to wedding clients. Number 2, missing important moments. Weddings are filled with once-in-a-lifetime moments. And as a photographer or wedding filmmaker, you just gotta be agile, you gotta be on your toes, you gotta be ready to capture every single one of these moments. I mean, just imagine missing like big key moments like the first kiss, the exchanging of the rings, or other emotional reactions like the first look. There's so many endless moments that need to be captured. So my best advice, never stop shooting. Capture literally everything. Okay, number 3. Poor time management. Weddings typically have really tight schedules, and as a photographer or filmmaker, it's our job to make sure that everything runs as smoothly as possible. You've got to be on time to capture all of those specific moments. Running late or not allocating enough time for certain shots can lead to you guys being rushed, and you're definitely going to be compromising the overall quality of the images. So don't be late. It's as simple as that. Number 4, over-relying on editing. You know, while editing is an essential part of photography and filmmaking, relying too heavily on post-production to fix any mistakes that were made can make things kind of fall apart and look kind of unnatural. So try to not fix it in post, you know what I mean? So make sure you get the shot that you need right through the camera. Don't even worry about editing until you get it to your computer. Try to make sure that everything is perfectly exposed. Try to make sure that everything is nice, clean, and sharp, and try to nail the image as you take them. Don't worry about the editing work until you get to the computer. Number 5, not scoping out the location. It's really important to familiarize yourself with the area that you're going to be photographing. With weddings, there's endless opportunities for photos, but arriving without prior knowledge to the space can lead to a lot of difficulty when it comes to finding suitable backgrounds and lighting for the bride and groom. You don't want to be rushing and all this stuff. You want to have a plan. Number 6, neglecting to back up images. Now believe me when I say this, technical problems do happen, and you would never forgive yourself if you didn't back up the images to a hard drive and an additional hard drive if you have it. Because if you lose those wedding files, it's going to be devastating for both you and the client. Number 7, being overly intrusive. Now, it's essential to be discreet and kind of like a fly in the wall when you're photographing and filming weddings, because you want to be respectful of all of these people's moments that they're having with their loved ones, and especially during the wedding ceremony. In a nutshell, this means don't get in people's faces when they're having intimate moments with their loved ones. Don't be right up in their grill trying to take their picture when they're just trying to enjoy themselves. Just don't do that. It's a Scott move right there. We want to be Scott-free. Don't be a Scott. Just let them enjoy the day and document. That's all that they're asking you to do. That's it. Don't be a Scott. Don't be intrusive. Just let them do their thing. Obviously, you have to do what you got to do to get the shot, but do that while being respectful of the day and the time and the place. If it's the wedding ceremony, don't walk up in front of all the other people in the seats. It's weird. Don't do that. Number 8, not directing or posing the couple. Most people don't really know how to be in front of a camera. They've never modeled before, they're not some Instagram influencer, they're none of that stuff. They're just normal, regular people that want the most important day of their lives captured. So they rely on people like us to make sure that happens for them in the most beautiful way possible. They need our guidance. So make sure you pose people the best way that you can, and make sure everybody's lined up the way that they need to be lined up. Make sure there's no awkward gaps in family photos or anything like that. Make sure lighting is good. They're looking to you to guide them. You are the master. You're the one who's going to make it all happen for them. Don't let it be awkward. Know how to pose people. If you don't give them directions and you don't guide them, it's just going to be kind of like a,
so what do we do?
I don't know. What
do you think we should do?
I don't know. Do you have any ideas?
no. Go in with a plan, pose them up how you would anybody else, and just own it. Own the show, and it'll be great. Number 9, ignoring the family and guests. So while the focus is on the wedding couple themselves, it's absolutely essential to capture important moments with family and guests. Neglecting those important interactions will lead to regret later on, I promise you. Because the bride and groom, they want to see all of their guests having fun. They would remember the day as a fun time. If you only focus on them, you're kind of missing the point of this big gathering. You know, make sure you capture all the group shots of people dancing. Make sure people are hugging and smiling and laughing. That stuff is really going to bring your images to life with a lot of joy and positivity. That's what people want to see in their wedding images. And last but not least, number 10, not having a backup plan. Weather conditions and other foreseen events can disrupt the entire day, and that sucks. There's no way around it. It just sucks. But if you hold it together and you have a backup plan ready to go, then the day is saved. It's all good. You as the filmmaker or photographer can still ensure that the day is going to be beautiful and everything that the bride and groom paid for. You're gonna have days like that. If it rains, bring clear umbrellas for light and to keep everybody dry. If it's cloudy and you don't get those golden hour photos you want, that's fine. Figure something else out. You can do it. Be creative. But not having a backup plan can really screw things over, and you just have to be quick on your feet to figure out what the best plan of action is. Again, people are looking to you to execute the best day possible. So have a backup plan. If you don't, you're gonna look like a big dumb idiot, I promise. Professional wedding photographers and filmmakers learn from their mistakes every single day. While mistakes may happen, the best photographers take steps to minimize the errors and provide their clients with the best possible memories that they could ever ask for their special day. All right, that's it. That's the top 10 most common wedding mistakes. And if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to learn how to create better images as a wedding photographer, then make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications, and I will see you guys in the next one.